Hello and welcome to Lopez Quiz Week 14. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's week 14. That is kind of crazy. Welcome to the party. If you're on YouTube, there might be, for some reason, an error. I'm getting an orange badge flashing up in my face saying error. So if it's working on YouTube, please comment if that is how you prefer to watch it. So that I know that it is working. If you're watching on Facebook, I don't think there are any problems. It seems to be doing okay on Facebook. I would love a thumb up if you can see and you can hear me on Facebook. Welcome to the party, my friends. That seems to be running okay, I think. Welcome. Yes, if this is your first time joining me for Lopez Quiz, quick explanation. It is very simple. It is kind of like a pub quiz, but I'm doing it from the comfort of my own home to the comfort of your own home because we're kind of still in lockdown. So at least I am. I'm in Wales, Spanish-Welsh comedian stuck in my flat in Wales. So I am just trying to make the most of it, trying to entertain people on a Saturday night with a quiz, because what better way to enjoy yourself than to answer ridiculous questions about stuff you don't know the answer to. If you don't know the answer to anything, do not worry. Just take a guess. Sometimes wrong answers are funnier, and I prefer funny answers, so welcome. We're getting some crying face emojis. What are they for? I want to give a big shout out as well to Zach, Felix, and Seren. Happy birthday. Hope you're all having a wonderful time. This is exciting. We're having it is working on YouTube. I think things are running all right. We always have this bit at the start where it's kind of like, is everything working okay? Technical glitches and such. I don't even look at Twitch. I don't know if you're watching this on Twitch, good for you. I don't know what to say. Michelle's joining us. If you were around earlier today, I did a Facebook Live where I taught people how to make a pomada. The pomada is a drink from Menorca, an island I lived in for a little while. That is where my father lives. The pomada is a drink. It is a gin-based drink. The only way to enjoy gin, in my opinion, is via the pomada. So I made one earlier on video. So if you don't know it, you can go check out the video some other time. Michelle has made this one. She thinks she may have put too much gin in there, but there's only one way to find out, so I'm going to try it. Michelle's saying she doesn't know if I want more gin. I don't know. We'll find out. But yes, if you're drinking, if you've made a pomada, I would love to see photos of them. Please hit me up on Twitter and Instagram with your pictures of you having a drink, enjoying the quiz, enjoying the pomada. Hashtag Lopez Quiz. That is the best way that I can see them, to make sure I can see them. Pour myself a glass. So we're going to start the quiz very shortly. Before we do, I wanted to make sure I have a drink ready for the drinking games that we like to play. Michelle's watched, because she made the pomada without me watching. She's like, is it okay? Is it going to be all right? And she's delivered me Twiglets as well. I want to give a big thank you to Michelle for that. We've got a team called Twiglets as well. This is very exciting. So yeah, this is, some people went shopping specifically for Cloudy Lemonade for the pomada. It's beautiful, I promise you. It's the best summer drink this side of sangria. If you want the recipe for my world famous, it's not famous, but it's the best way to make sangria. If you want my recipe for sangria, you can join my mailing list by going on my Facebook page, scroll down till it says email, sign up. I don't spam you because I'm lazy, basically, so I only message you when I remember to. But I will send you, immediately you get an email with my recipe for sangria and the secret ingredient as well. So I tell you my secret ingredient for my sangria. That's great stuff. I will have some more gin though. When Michelle comes back, I'm going to ask for some more gin. But if you are playing some drinking games alongside the quiz, this is a family-friendly quiz, so you don't have to necessarily be drinking alcohol. I'm sure you can figure out how to make a non-alcoholic pomada. It's basically just cloudy lemonade in that case. But if you're playing a drinking game, that is also very easy and fun to do. We've got a couple that people came up with themselves. One is that you drink every time I mention Michelle. I think that is the quickest way to get drunk, if that's what you're looking to do on a Saturday night in your home. If you are looking to do it less, you can drink when I drink. So every time I take a drink, you take a drink. So Felix, every time I take a drink, you take yourself a birthday drink, all right? It is good, very refreshing. Okay, the quiz is very simple. All you need is a pen and paper to play. I'm going to read the questions for you. They are going to appear on the screen for you to read, in case you can't quite hear me. I am aware there are some subtitles automatically running on Facebook. They are sometimes accurate and sometimes Facebook's just inventing stuff. It's playing Mad Libs and it's just putting words in my mouth that aren't there. So good luck if you want to just read the subtitles, but they will overlap the questions. So you're better off just listening to my voice and watching the questions come on the screen. I'm going to get rid of that window so my computer speeds up a little bit. Good stuff. I'll put it up on my phone. Yeah, please get involved and comment and stuff on Facebook and Instagram and such. Let's have a look. It's really laggy on YouTube. Can I restart it? I don't know if that's a possibility. So it is streaming. I think if I switch it off and switch it back on, I hope it will continue streaming to the same video, but I'm not 100% sure. If you are having problems on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube and it is lagging for any reason, I am going to restart it on YouTube. Facebook seems to be running fine. I'm going to restart on YouTube because it came up with a big orange error message that I've never seen before. So I'm going to restart on YouTube. So I do apologize for the delay on this. I will restart. Don't worry, I'm not going to start asking questions for another few minutes, another couple of minutes. So here we go. It is going to temporarily go black and it might be a new video popping up. So I've not done this before while we've been running a live video. If it doesn't seem to be working on, and then somebody commented saying it doesn't seem to be lagging now, I closed the program. YouTube seems to be doing okay now. I think that's done the trick. That's never happened before, so we just go from there. All right, great. I'm happy about this. Let me get Facebook on my phone so I can see your comments. Usually the comments are just people kicking off about questions, but you know, I like to have it there anyway in case somebody's got something nice to say. All right, here we go. Yes, it's working. Great. All okay, running smooth, YouTube's fine. All right, that's all I could, that's most of what I could ask for, so I'm very happy. I hope you've enjoyed some of the sunshine today. I hope it's been sunny where you are. I know we've got people playing all over the world, so that's very exciting. What is the Spanish equivalent of crack on bud? Just say venga. You can just say venga, that's cool. I think that's what the Venga Boys were named after, actually. They were originally going to be called the Crack On Boys, but then they decided to call them Venga Boys. Cool, so we are running smooth. I could use a bit of gin. Could I get some gin, extra gin in my pomada, please? Thank you very much. Michelle's gin. That's a beautiful sound, the cork coming out of a bottle.
Is that notes in there?
Put a bit extra in. Are you drinking pomada?
I'm eating popcorn.
Michelle is eating popcorn, all right? So she's leaning back currently like a GIF, like something salacious is about to happen. So we're going to go for it. So there's going to be a bunch of rounds. Very simple. I ask the question, you write down the correct answer on your piece of paper, and then we're going to recap the questions and I will tell you the answers. You're going to be marking these yourselves, so don't cheat, all right? Don't be a scumbag. Just play it and have some fun. If you don't know the answer, like I said, take a guess. Wrong answers are much funnier to me than the correct ones. All right, let's do this. Welcome to the party. I'm going to tell you a little bit about an announcement I made earlier today I'm very excited about, but right now I want to crack on with some questions. So let's give this a shot. Question number one of round number one. Pens and paper at the ready. Which British TV channel first started broadcasting in 1982? Which British TV channel first started broadcasting in 1982? You might be at a disadvantage if, like me, you were not born in 1982, or secondly, you didn't live in the UK, you didn't grow up in the UK, so if you might not even still live in the UK. If you don't know, just take a guess, all right? I'll give you a clue. It's not BBC One. All right, it was much later than that. 1982, which British TV channel first started broadcasting in 1982? The bottle of gin that you just saw me pouring from was nearly full earlier. We have been drinking lots of pomada today, so I do apologize if I mess up any of the questions in any way. Popcorn, it could be considered tapas.
Yeah, here's a small portion.
This, somebody's mentioned it is a Nine Inch Nails t-shirt. I actually made this myself about 12 years ago when I was going to go see some Nine Inch Nails shows and I didn't have any t-shirts to hand. I can't remember the reason why. I think I just moved and I couldn't find the box with all of my Nine Inch Nails t-shirts in, so I made my own. That is what happened. I made myself a stencil, got some fabric paint, and I made myself a Nine Inch Nails t-shirt. Arts and Craft Lopez hour is next week. We'll do that next time. Question 2. Which American president was born in Honolulu, Hawaii? Which American president was born in Honolulu, Hawaii? I think this is an easy one. Like, how many US presidents have there been? 8? Just take a guess. I'll give you a clue, it's not the current president. Question 3. Which country is brie cheese originally from? Which country is brie cheese originally from? If you are a cheese lover, like I am, that includes the food cheese and also puns and bad jokes, I also like those, then you might know the answer to this question. I seem very relaxed tonight. I don't think it's the alcohol, I think it's that I did a live video earlier, so I'm a bit more chilled out. It's kind of not like before the quiz starts, it's always like panic station in our flat. We're like, oh no, the light's not working, oh no, we gotta put up the backdrop, oh no, we gotta do this and that. But it all seemed to be set up ready in time today. Somebody's been learning Nine Inch Nails songs on the recorder. The recorder is, of course, the devil's instrument. If any of you went to primary school in the UK, which I did for a couple of years, before going back to Spain and then coming back for a bit of secondary school, then going back and then college, and then back, etc., then you will have learned a bit of the recorder. So the recorder is a wood instrument, and it's a rubbish flute, is what it is, the recorder. It's a bit of fun. You can learn music on it. I think, like any instrument, it doesn't sound great if you don't know how to play it. It sounds quite grating. But if you've learned it on the recorder, I would love to hear that. Please send me a video of it on Twitter or on Instagram. So that was question 3 about the brie. Can you believe it? Question 4. What is the tallest mountain in the world that's above sea level? All right, pedants, we're talking above sea level. Bonus, how tall is it in toilet paper rolls? How tall is the tallest mountain in the world in toilet paper rolls? We're going by standard measurement of toilet paper rolls internationally. That is 10 centimeters, all right? So you're getting 1 point if you can tell me the tallest mountain in the world above sea level. I'm going to give you a bonus 2 points if you can tell me how many toilet rolls that mountain is. Oh, is the recorder plastic? Should be a wood instrument. I just thought it was like lacquered or something, you know, like a guitar. So it's actually just a plastic instrument, the recorder. Makes sense. Just sticking it to those dolphins again, huh? We got the loo roll question is back. Yes, that's correct, number 4. Question 5. We will do a recap of the questions, don't panic. How much do you get for landing on or passing go in the original Monopoly? So Monopoly the game, or as I like to call it, Family Argument Fun Time. In the original version of that game, how much did you used to get for passing go? Oh, apparently the recorder can be both plastic and wood. I love getting fact-checked on just bits of conversation mid-quiz. I'm glad I didn't ask a question about the recorder now, although we don't know. The music round is later. Jason's telling me he's got the Handed Feeds, which is a Nine Inch Nails song, nailed on the tambourine. I think Trent almost managed to make tambourines cool with that song. Stacked or unrolled toilet rolls. We are going the height of a toilet roll if it was stacked up, not as if it's set up ready to roll. So the toilet paper question is 10 centimeters. Otherwise, I don't think you've managed to stack it up to the height of the highest mountain in the world. It would just topple, it would be terrible. Yeah, I had a wood recorder. Old school. Alright, and this is the arts and crafts portion of the quiz. Question 6. Using your mouth. So you put the pen in your mouth. You might want to hand the clipboard and the pen over to whoever the most artistic member of your team is. Or if it's you, give it a shot. Using your mouth, draw Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario. Alright, draw Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario. I'm just going to close my window, I can hear people outside. People walking past the flat going, what is that guy doing? Sounds like a bingo hall. Actually, for this question, I should say I would have given you a minute, so I think I'm going to give you 45 seconds because I closed the window, I gave you a bit of time there. So 45 seconds to draw Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario. They don't have to be interacting, you can draw them separately. I'm going to give you 45 seconds starting now. While I take a sip of my delicious pomada.
Are they maintaining social distancing?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know if mushroom, I don't know the government policy in Mushroom Land or wherever it is Super Mario lives. I know that Mobius, where Sonic lives, is ruled over by a dictator, which is Robotnik, unless he's been overthrown. I don't know when we're talking. But I think Sonic is probably quicker than the virus. He's doing okay. Somebody thinks they've smashed round 1 so far. Good news. All right, that is the end of your 45 seconds. And now we're going to have a recap of all of the questions for you. So this is just to double check you've got the orders, the correct order of your questions, etc. Question 1. Which British TV channel first started broadcasting in 1982 and will they put me on their station and their channel? Not yet. Question 2. Which American president was born in Honolulu, Hawaii? which is a part of the United States, in case you didn't know. Question 3, which country is brie cheese originally from? Where does brie cheese originally come from? Question 4, what is the tallest mountain in the world? For 1 point. For a bonus 2 points, how tall is it in toilet paper? All right, that is toilet paper stood up, so it's 10 centimeters. How many toilet paper would it take to reach to the top of the tallest mountain in the world above sea level? Obviously not below sea level, because the toilet paper would get soaked, it would expand, it would probably fall apart. You'd never be able to stack them up enough in time. Question 5, how much do you get for landing on or passing go in the original Monopoly? How much do you get for landing on or passing go in the original Monopoly? For 1 point. And question 6, draw Sonic and Super Mario. So that should have been with your mouth. That is a tough one. These are getting tougher as they went along. Do you remember way back when? What's that?
With your mouth?
With your mouth, yeah.
Really? That's a bit hard. It's hard anyway.
Michelle's saying that's difficult anyway. True, but what we're looking for more than anything is just funny pictures. That is why that round is worth, that's why that question is worth 4 points. So you get 2 points for Sonic and 2 points for Mario. Or I should say 2 rings for Sonic and 2 coins for Super Mario. So that round is in total worth 11 points. Some people think they've done quite well. I think let's find out. So here comes the answers. The answer to question 1. Which British TV channel first started broadcasting in 1982? Before my time, but I do know the answer because I looked it up for this quiz. It is in fact Channel 4. Channel 4 is the answer. Question 2. Which US president was born in Hawaii? It is Barack Obama. Another point for you then. Donald Trump, before he was president, was one of the people kicking off saying that Obama was not a US citizen because he was not born in the US. He claimed that he was born in Kenya, and a birth certificate which was supplied was not enough evidence. I'm calling racism on that one. Question 3. Where does brie come from originally? Where was the cheese created? We're not talking, I know you can get Cornish brie. I know you can get brie from other places too. There's probably some places in Wales making brie. But no, brie originally comes from France. I mean, France is the capital of cheese, isn't it? I saw a video somebody posted recently of them going through a supermarket like, no, this is a cheese aisle. And I swear the camera was just going forever, just continuously, just what the length, like a marathon, all right? It was like a marathon. It was like the equivalent of a booze aisle in the UK. It was just on and on continuously, all cheese. So that was question 3. Question 4, which is the tallest mountain in the world? I think this one's easy, but you might have like fooled yourself into thinking it was a different one. It is, of course, Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world above sea level. And the answer is how many toilet rolls? 88,480 toilet rolls. That is how many toilet rolls you need to stack up to reach to the top of Mount Everest. You're going to probably need quite a few of those toilet rolls if you're traveling up Mount Everest, because it is not a short journey, I do not think. Question 5. What did you used to get when you passed go on the original Monopoly? It is $200. All right, $200. If you wrote pounds down, you are incorrect. If you wrote euros, incorrect. It is $200. Remarkable that that figure hasn't changed. Despite inflation, despite currency dropping, despite the Great Depression, despite the financial crash of 2008, none of this has impacted the money you get when you're playing Monopoly. Better than minimum wage. What points I'm being asked what points you get if you said France and your wife said Holland and she wrote her answer down. Well, I don't want to cause a split in your team, but I mean, you need to go with what's written down. Maybe you should be playing against each other and seeing who gets the best over this. Did somebody get 88,480 correct? Wow. I mean, I mean, if you got that correct, congratulations. I am very impressed. If you got 90,000, you're giving yourself points. Ooh, now this is a tough one because I gave X, so it's not, I gave 2 bonus points for this. I think if you got close to it in any way, you could get 1 point. I think if you got bang on, then you get 2 points. That is what I think for that bonus point for Mount Everest. Somebody's saying £200 on our set. Nick has done that, but he's also spelled my name wrong, which is deeply offensive, Nick. But if you've written £200, that's what you've got on your set. That I understand that, but on the original Monopoly, the one that was patented, the original game, it was $200. I mean, £200 would have been more. That would have been better. You saw that many. I do think there was a lot of toilet rolls bouncing around at the start of lockdown. £1 million on the electronic version. What? That's what you get for passing go. You get £1 million. Unreal. Are you sure it's not Bitcoin on the electronic version? All right, and the final one was a picture of Sonic or Super Mario. So I'm going to have a crack. I'm going to have a go at drawing Sonic and Super Mario and make it as quick as possible. Here we go. Got myself a pen. Make it a marker, which is going to mean there's not going to be much detail going on in this picture. Okay, what's the start with? Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, here we go. Blank paper. This is going to be terrible. Okay. So far it looks rude. I don't think in the minute that I gave you guys, the 45 seconds, I would have gotten round to drawing 2. So that's my Sonic the Hedgehog in drawn with my mouth. If you can see there. It looks okay from a distance. Up close, he's looking very shaky. It looks like... What do you think?
I mean, it does look right, but you only give everyone else 45 seconds to do 2 characters.
That's correct. That's what I just said before you came in, Michelle. I just said that I wouldn't have gotten around... I wouldn't have gotten round to drawing the Mario, so I would have given myself 2 points for my Sonic the Hedgehog, but not 2 points for Mario because I missed out. I was quite happy with that. Alright, let's do a quick recap of the answers and then we can take a look at the next round. Here we go, here are the answers. So we've got Channel 4 for 1 point, Barack Obama for 1 point, France 1 point, Mount Everest 88,480. That's worth 3 points. So 1 for Mount Everest, an extra point if you got close, and an extra point if you got bang on. $200 for 1 point, and Sonic and Mario 4 points. Out of 11, how did everyone do? Somebody got 11 out of 11. Congratulations, Luis. That is spot on from the Quarantinis. That is a very good score. Somebody got 9. Good work. Sorry you lost 2 on the drawing round. I also would have lost 2 because I ran out of time. I only managed to draw 1 of the 2 characters, but Sonic is the best one, so I don't know if I'm tempted to give myself a bonus point for that one. People doing well. How did people do over on YouTube? How have the couple done? Have you managed to agree whether or not you're giving yourself a point for Holland or France for the Brie? 9 out of 11 for the beer necessities. Good news. 8, strong score. Aidan, congratulations. 4 out of 11, but 28 out of 11 for your pomada. That's what I like to hear. I like to hear you had a good crack at the pomada. 9, 10. We are hearing some great scores. I think you guys are getting too good at these pub quizzes. I think I've given you too many opportunities as these quizzes have gone on, and I've trained up. I'm a victim of my own success. Week 14, and I've bred quiz excellence from you guys. 9 out of 11 for the Nemeths. Congratulations, Jamie. Good score. 7 for bringing back the beer mat. I do like a drink-themed, pub quiz themed name. 9 for Quizzy Rascal. Best result tonight so far. Wait to see the quarantine. Yeah. Definitely tweet me your drawings. That is a priority. Or stick them on Instagram and tag at Comedy Lopez, or hit me up with a hashtag, which is hashtag Lopez Quiz, so I can see. Glad you're enjoying the pomada. maybe the pomada is the key to better scores. All right, let's crack on with round 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is the music round. Question 1. Gary and Martin Kemp were in what band? Gary and Martin Kemp were in what band? So I just want the name of a band here for 1 point. Just joining now. If you are just joining the quiz, don't worry. We've got lots more rounds to come, so you can play around. You can join in just now, and we do a roundup of each round. So if you are just joining, don't worry. There's plenty more to play. We're currently on the music round, so this is the question 1 of the music round. Gary and Martin Kemp were in what band? Question 2. In which year did Stormzy release his single Big for Your Boots? And bonus, what size does he have on his feet? All right, so that's a question about the lyrics for Stormzy's song Big on Your Boots. Tell me which year, Big for Your Boots, tell me which year it came out, and also tell me what size did he have on his feet. So 2 points up for grabs for that question. Oh, congratulations. Somebody's celebrating the golden wedding anniversary of the Hewitts. It's very exciting. It's nice to be doing a quiz on the anniversary. Hope that you're not bickering over the questions. I don't want to be responsible for breaking up a couple on their wedding anniversary. I want to bring people together. That's the idea. So hope you're having fun. Hope you're drinking a pomada as well. If not, get one for next week. But congratulations. How many is a golden wedding? What year is that? I don't know that. I should have made a question about that. Maybe next week in the quiz there'll be a question about what. Over on YouTube we've got a couple who are considering a divorce. So I hope they're not celebrating their golden wedding anniversary. But on Facebook, congratulations to the Hewitts celebrating. Nana is coming up later on. Don't worry. Question 3. What song are these lyrics from? I said a hip hop, the hippie to the hippie, the hip hip a hop, and you don't stop a rocket to the bang bang boogie. Say a jump up a boogie to the rhythm of the boogie, the beat. What song are those lyrics from? I'm looking for the name of the artist and the name of the song, and you will get 2 points. 50 years! Golden wedding anniversary is 50 years. Well, a quiz not going to break you up at this point, is it? You've done it all. 50 years, congratulations, that's incredible. Well done. We're getting belated birthday wishes to Nikki from Alison Haggleston, and she also wanted to reference there that she's been married as well for 42 years. So it's not quite 50 though, is it? We've heard, I think 50 is pretty good so far. If anyone can beat 50 tonight, I'm very impressed. But also congratulations on 42 years. Happy birthday to Nikki. once again. Can't believe that. 50 years of marriage. Congratulations. So what song are the lyrics from? I say the hip hop, the hippie to the hippie, the hip hip a hop, and you don't stop a rocky to the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie the beat. 2 points. One name for the artist, one name for the title of the song. Question 4. Which boy's name was the title of the debut album released by Amy Winehouse? Which boy's name was the title of the debut album released by Amy Winehouse? Getting a bit of condensation from my glass. It's one of those ones with it's got like a gap at the bottom, so it makes a popping noise every time I take it off the table, like one of those things. Question 5. Does a record turntable revolve clockwise or anti-clockwise? Does a record turntable revolve clockwise or anti-clockwise? I'm being told easy for me to say. So Michelle got that question, the hip hop one, and I didn't see it until it was just on the screen there. So, and I've never done that, so I'm very impressed with myself that I managed to say it without stumbling, especially the second time. I nearly stumbled the first time. No, you don't get points if it feels like you've been married longer than 50 years. Okay, Una? Did I say White House? Amy Winehouse. That is a good name for a tribute act. I've just seen that a tribute act was called Amy House Wine. That is good. Not quite as good as Amy Boxer Wine. I'm being asked, what is Michelle? Michelle is my partner. I should have a disclaimer at the beginning of the show, explaining everything. I forget that some people don't know my entire backstory. I'm being told Pomada is nothing compared to Pims, the real MVP of the summer. Nah, Pims is it's too fruity, I think, Pims. All about the Pomada. It's crisp, it's refreshing. Pims just feels too much like afternoon tea, posh people watching Wimbledon kind of drink. Got to be the Pomada. Oasis is somebody's favorite tribute band name as well. I wonder what a tribute to Ignacio Lopez would be called. I would love to see a tribute act to myself, but I'm sure it would be deeply offensive. Hurt me. And I've already offended myself enough by roasting myself on another video you can catch on my Facebook and YouTube. Question 6. All right, this is the music intro of the music intro round. Every week we get some music played, once again by the fantastic Scott Morgan guitarist. So I will be posting up a link that you can follow him and such on Instagram, etc. Later on. But in the meantime, I'm going to be playing you a music intro. You have to listen very close because there's not going to be any singing. It's the first part of the song, just the instrumentation before the lyrics kick in. You have to tell me the name of the artist and the name of the song. All right, so I'm looking for 2 points, the name of the artist and the name of the song, the name of the artist who originally played the song, all right? But this is a cover by the wonderful Scott Morgan guitarist. So I'm going to play this for you now, if I can find it. All right, so listen up, enjoy it, and I'm going to play it twice to give you another chance and opportunity as well. I hope it streams okay. We had problems last week because technical difficulties, got to love them, they sweep in sometimes, but this week it should play a bit smoother. So here is the song. I'm going to play the intro for you twice. Listen closely, write down the name of the original artist and the name of the song. Here we go.
about a thing, because every little thing.
I think I accidentally played you too much of the song. So if that's made it easier for you, which I imagine it has, then good for you. But there it was. I'm going to play it for you again in case that didn't really spell it out for you. To be honest with you, I was too engaged in some of the references I've had. Some people telling me what my tribute name should be, my tribute act. So apparently Ignatio is a good one. Ignatio Lopez. Igancio or Ingacio. That's my tribute act name. Was some good ones. Somebody Googled Ignacio roasting and now has to burn their computer. Sorry about that. That's usually from my OnlyFans account, but there is some out elsewhere as well. You got it. I'm glad you got it before the lyrics. Well, I'm going to play that intro for you again, and we're going to hear the full version later on, in case you didn't get it. But here's the song intro one more time, and I won't be laughing at your Facebook messages. Here we go.
Don't worry.
So that was the song intro. So that was question 6. We're gonna have a recap now of all of the questions for you of the music round. So this is your opportunity to check in case you've got them in the wrong order, if you've messed up in any way. Question 1: Gary and Martin Kemp were in which band? For 1 point. Question 2: in which year did Stormzy release his single "Big for Your Boots"? The bonus question is: in the lyrics, what size does he have on his feet? For 2 points. Question 3: what song are the lyrics from? I said a hip hop, the hippie to the hippie, the hip hip a hop, and you don't stop, rocky to the bang bang boogie, say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie, the beat. I almost messed it up. The third time is not the charm. For 2 points. So I want the name of the artist and the name of the song. Question 4: which boy's name was the title of the debut album released by Amy Winehouse? For 1 point. Question 5: does a record turntable revolve clockwise or anti-clockwise? For 1 point. And question 6 was the song intro, which I played you way too much of at the beginning. We are going to hear the full version shortly, but I hope you closed your ears after the first 12 seconds. So altogether, that is worth 9 points this round. Ginnathio, I like the sounds of that. That's another tribute name. Somebody's attributed to me. That is a good name. All right, here we go. This is the answers then to round 2, the music round. Question 1, the answer is of course Spandau Ballet. Spandau Ballet is Martin and Gary Kemp, is it? Is that the name of them? Martin and Gary Kemp. Spandau Ballet, before my time. I've heard of them, but yeah. And one of the, one of them's an actor as well, aren't they? So the answer to question 2 is 2017. Stormzy released his song Big for Your Boot in 2017, and the answer is it was size 12 boots on his feet in the lyrics. So 2 points there. Question 3, the song that I butchered the third time, was in fact Rapper's Delight by Sugar Hill Gang. Rapper's Delight, great track. Question 4, Amy Winehouse. Oh, have I done? Yes. Question 4. I haven't brought question 3, hasn't come up on the screen. There we go. So it was Rapper's Delight by Sugar Hill Gang. Question 4. What was the name of Amy Winehouse's album, named after a dude? It was Frank. Question 5. The turntable for playing a record, does it go clockwise or counterclockwise? It goes clockwise. Inebriated Lopez. That would be a good tribute act, but it would be a mess. That show would be a mess. I've done, in which case, I've done a few shows as my own tribute act. Spain Die. I'm sure there's somebody called Die. I know a couple of people called Die Spain or Spain Die. And the answer to the intro as well, by the way, was Three Little Birds by Bob Marley, in case you hadn't guessed from me playing way too much of the song. Here's a recap of all of the answers for you. Spandau Ballet for 1 point, 2017 and size 12s for 2 points, Rapper's Delight by Sugar Hill Gang, 2 points, Frank by Amy Winehouse for 1 point, Clockwise for 1 point, Three Little Birds by Bob Marley for 2 points. So there's a total of 9 points up for grabs in the music round. How did people do? That's what I would like to know. While I pour myself some more pomada. I've got a pint glass here, I should have used this. I don't know if you can hear that, that is currently a lot of gin and cloudy lemonade entering my glass in the background. Oh dear, 2, sorry Ian, good effort. Quizco Inferlo, it's a good team name. Comedy Llama, is that what my, or Comedy Yama, is that what you're saying, comedy name. 6 out of 9, 5 out of 9, 8 out of 9. Only got the Stormzy, oh good effort, 8 out of 9, strong score. 4 out of 9, 4, congratulations. 4 out of 9, 4 out of 9. Yeah, we're seeing a nice average of 4. And then we're seeing some stronger scores as well. I can't believe somebody got 8, congratulations. 8 out of 9, very strong scores. Too much pomada, it's come back the other way. So Jamie, his team got 5 out of 9 now. So the pomada helped at the start of the quiz, but it's now swung the other way. And it's affecting you in that way. All right, I'm now going to play you the full song by Scott Morgan, guitarist, covering Bob Marley. And obviously we have the fantastic happy birthday to him, Felix, who is the star he always is, accompanying his dad. So here is the full version of the song by Scott Morgan, guitarist, with Felix.
Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. I rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun, and 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is a message to you. Sing it, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing it, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. I rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun, 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs and melodies pure and true, saying, this is a message to you.
So that was Scott Morgan, guitarist. You can check him out on YouTube, on Instagram as well. I will post it up in the comments for you all to read as soon as my phone comes back alive, because it has run out of battery. So I do apologize about that. I did get, somebody's asked me on YouTube, hey Ignacio, what are you doing on Friday? You'd love me to play pub quiz, Michelle, you could do that. I'm actually gigging on Friday. So unbelievably, I'm doing a private gig via Zoom for a company. Might be a disaster, we'll find out. But this is an odd time to be a stand-up comedian, because we have to do things like this, communicate to you via computer. I'd much rather just be in a live environment like a comedy club with the same backdrop, obviously, but mic to hand and delivering jokes. But yeah, some great news. If you didn't see the video earlier that I shared, me and my friend Leroy, another comedian, we have had a sitcom pilot commissioned by BBC Radio Wales. It is an idea I came up with Leroy a long time ago, and they finally said yes to letting us do it because I think they are running out of content during lockdown. So they said, why not give it a go? So Leroy and I have made a sitcom pilot. We went into the recording studio with Bright Branch Media, who produced the sitcom pilot. We went in last week, recorded, and it should be going out, I think, next Monday. So I will definitely give you more information about that very soon. As soon as I have all of the promo stuff from them and they start talking about it, I can share that information with you. But I'm very, very excited. Hopefully you can listen and it makes you laugh. That is the whole point of it. But yes, I'm very excited about that. It's a big opportunity. And me and Leroy are very happy. We were laughing, coming up with the idea, and now it's into reality. So we did the whole isolated social distancing recording in the studio, which was very strange, wiping everything down. We weren't allowed to touch, we weren't allowed to go near each other, and the other cast members for the sitcom pilot weren't allowed into the studio at the same time with us, so they actually had to read their lines. We weren't all delivering at the same time. It was a weird process, but anyway, that is going out very soon. I'm very excited about that. Can't wait to hear it go out on the radio. But we're going to kick off with the next round, which is the sports round. So pens and paper ready. This is the first question of the sports round. If you're not a fan of sports, I mean, get over it. It's only one round. Relax. Everybody else gets their round. This is the sports round. Question 1. Which country joined the 5 nations in 2000 to make it the 6 nations? That's correct. It is a rugby question. The sport I do not care about, but here is a question for the rugby fans. Which country joined the 5 nations in 2000 to make it the 6 nations? I did not know that it was 5 nations originally. I did not know this. So I was interested to find it out during my research. That's another reason I'm drinking pomada, is celebrating because of the sitcom pilot. Question 2. Which horse won the virtual Grand National in 2020? So they couldn't do a regular Grand National. They could only do a virtual Grand National, where I'm guessing it was a bit like Grand Theft Auto and they shot virtual horses. If any one of them fell over and broke their legs. Which horse won the virtual Grand National in 2020? That is question 2. Did anyone play? Did anyone have a flutter on the... How did that even work if it's a virtual Grand National? Or did they actually have horses racing and I've got the wrong end of the stick? Was it a computer game kind of thing, or did they race horses but they just didn't have people there? I mean, the horses must have preferred that if there were no people. Question 3. I should have looked more into the Grand National before I asked the question about it. Question 3. How long is an Olympic-sized swimming pool? Not in spaghetti, because it's too difficult to measure in a swimming pool, because it goes soft and then it's very difficult. How long is an Olympic swimming pool for 1 point? Question 4. In which English city was Gary Lineker born? In which English city was Gary Lineker born? I'll give you a clue. It wasn't Slough. Is that the city? I think I've narrowed it down for you there. How many cities are there in England? There's got to be at least 6. No, there's at least 40 because of the top 2 divisions in football. How many divisions are there? I don't know. Should have looked it up. This is a sports round. In which English city was Gary Lineker born? Question 5. In which year did table tennis become an Olympic sport? In which year did table tennis become an Olympic sport? Also known as ping pong or whiff waff. It was known as whiff waff at one point. But in my lifetime, I've never called it whiff waff. Facebook's just opened up for me on my phone now. It's come back to life. There's some great jokes about the virtual Grand National. So have a scroll through and read what people have posted. That's made me smile. There's only 51 cities in England. Wow, I thought there were way more than that. Fair play. No, the table tennis question is as close as you get into a tennis question this week. So here's a recap of the questions of the sports round. Only 5 questions. Which country joined the 5 nations in 2000 to make it the 6 nations? Question 2. Which horse won the virtual Grand National in 2020? Question 3. How long is an Olympic-sized swimming pool? For 1 point. Question 4. In which English city was Gary Lineker born? Question 5. In which year did table tennis become an Olympic sport? For 1 point. So 5 points up for grabs here. Let's hit you with the answers, I think. All right, so the answer to question 1 was Italy. Italy was the country that joined the 5 nations to make it the 6 nations in the year 2000. So it was Italy. Fascinating stuff. What was the name of the virtual horse that won the virtual Grand National? Were they real? I don't know how it happened. Were they real horses? Or was it like a computer generated? How did it work? Did anyone watch it? I'm being asked to name 3 cities in Wales. I can name lots of cities in Wales. Are you trying to come up with questions for next week? They changed the goalposts on that one a while ago, didn't they? What classes something as a city. Originally it was like you've got to have a cathedral or something in it, or a certain amount of people or whatever. It's just a free-for-all now. And then villages became towns, and then towns became other things. It's just absolute nonsense. Everything should be a town. We still say it when we're going, out drinking and stuff anyway. Oh, you're going into the city center. You say, oh, heading into town. At least we do in Wales. What are you doing? What are you doing tonight? I'm going into town. So the answer for the horse that won the virtual Grand National is Potter's Corner. Potter's Corner. Is that named after the outside the Potter's Wheel in Swansea? Potter's Corner. Oh, they were computer-generated horses, but they were based on past results. Wow, that horse has got to be happy. Didn't even have to run, still won a race. Good for him. Question 3. How long is an Olympic swimming pool? It is 50 meters. 50 meters. 500 toilet rolls, dry. Where was Gary Lineker born? Which city? He has mentioned it a few times. I think he presented an episode of Match of the Day in his pants because his city by birth won the Premier League. It is, of course, Leicester. Gary Lineker is from Leicester. And which year did table tennis become an Olympic sport? It is 1988. So that's the end of the sports round. Here's a recap of the questions for you, the answers. Italy, Potter's Corner, 50 meters, Leicester, and 1988. I know it says 1 point at the bottom there, but it's supposed to say 5. So that was out of 5 points. How did people do? 3 out of 5 for Bob Sanderson. 2 for Nerd Immunity. 3 out of 5. Did anybody get a full house? Anybody get 5? Royal flush. 3 out of 5. 2. I'm sorry, folks. The sports round always does this to people. Don't worry, the next round is film and television. I'm sure you'll pick up points that one. 3 out of 5 on the sports round. Congratulations, Ray. You look as surprised as I am. Marthia, I'm sorry you got 0 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It's okay, Marthia. You'll pick up points in the film and television round, I'm sure. Oh, apparently there was a table tennis bar in Aberystwyth called Wif Waf. I think that's what the French used to call it, was Wif Waf. I have polished off another glass of pomada, so I'm going to pour myself another one. If you're at home and you're playing the drinking game where you down a drink when I do, knock it back. Oh, there's lots in this picture. All right. I think 3. Okay, so 3 out of 5 seems to be a good score for the sports round. If you did that well, congratulations. I know it was a tough sports round this time. Lots of specifics and a virtual horse race to go with a virtual pub quiz. So we're going to go into the film and television round, folks. This is your first question coming up. Pens and paper at the ready. Question 1, film and television. What is the name of Humphrey Bogart's character in Casablanca? What is the name of Humphrey Bogart's character in Casablanca? The Hugglestons are currently testing themselves on city knowledge about Wales. Following the cheese debate, you've again been overruled and the wife insisted swimming pools are 100 meters. Oh no. I'm sorry, folks. This quiz was not about making couples argue, but I understand. At least it's only a pub quiz. It's nothing serious, unless you are like me, in which case you're incredibly competitive and you would probably not talk to your significant other after you lost. So I understand. Here we go. That was question 1, film and television. So we're into the new round. Question 2. Which movie was incorrectly announced as the winner of Best Picture at the 2017 Academy Awards? Which movie was incorrectly announced as the winner of Best Picture at the 2017 Academy Awards? Am I going to give the wrong answer? Who knows? We'll find out. I would love to give the wrong film title on purpose. I'd love to go up to give the Oscar for Best Picture. I'd love that opportunity to announce Best Picture, like, you know, this year, next year, whenever that opportunity might arise. I'd love to go up and as I'm about to announce it, say, and the winner of Best Picture for 2020 Academy Awards is A Weekend at Bernie's. You know, just give them a completely left field answer that they weren't expecting. Question 3. What did MASH stand for in the television show MASH? No relation whatsoever to Bodger and Badger. It wasn't a spin-off. There was a show before Bodger and Badger which is called MASH. Beatrice is saying that Her partner answers, but you do the writing because you've got the better handwriting. That's the important part. As long as you can read the answer when you're marking the questions later, that is imperative. Question 4. In which year was the first Harry Potter film released? In which year was the first Harry Potter film released? I remember it well. The year, not the film. I don't think did I watch the film? I think I must have seen the original, the first Harry Potter film. Directed by, was it Chris Columbus? The director of Home Alone, maybe? Another bit of film trivia for you. But which year was it released? Question 5. What royal does Helena Bonham-Carter play in the TV show The Crown? In the TV show The Crown, which royal is played by Helena Bonham Carter? Oh no, Simon Bodger passed away. I didn't know that. That is sad news. He's a very entertaining actor and performer for children. Good to know, Ray. MASH was a movie before a TV show and a book before that. Great. I mean, I'm assuming they stand for the same thing. MASH stands for the same thing in all of those iterations. So I hope you know the answer. It was directed by Chris Columbus. Oh, great. Wonderful director. Not a fan of Harry Potter, though. So that was question 5. Question 6 is that time. It's been a couple of weeks. Nana's quotes. Name the films and actors that deliver the lines. So, my Nana has recorded some quotes for you. What you need to do is listen closely. There's going to be 5 of them, 5 film quotes. Listen closely. I need to know the name of the actor and the name of the film that the line is from. So I'm going to play it for you twice just to make sure you get it because, well, we'll see how Nana is and how she delivers the lines. But here it is. So listen up. It's going to be a clip of my Nana. She's going to deliver 5 film quotes for you. So listen close. I need to know 5 film names and the 5 actors that deliver the lines from those films. Here's Nana. Hiya, love. I hope you're enjoying your quiz so far. I got the quotes you sent me. I'm not going to be playing the quiz because I made that drink you showed us all to make at 3 o'clock and I'm off my chunk. I'm usually a sherry girl, but I really enjoyed it. Right, let's do these quotes then. Quote number 1, love. Don't yell at me, we're only pretending to be married. Don't yell at me, we're only pretending to be married. Quote number 2. You had me at hello. Quote number 3. There's 3 ways to do things. The right way, the wrong way, and the ways I do it. There's 3 ways to do things. The right way, the wrong way, and the ways I do it. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Here's the last one. They call it a royale with cheese. They call it a royale with cheese. Oh, I'm blinking starving now, love. I'd kill a kebab. Have fun with your quiz, love. Ta-ra! That was Nana delivering 5 lines from films. I needed to know the name of the film and the name of the actor delivering those lines. I'm going to play it for you one more time in case you mix them. So here's Nana one more time, or sloshed Nana as I call her when she's been on the pomada. Here she is one more time. 5 film quotes for you. Hiya love, I hope you're enjoying your quiz so far. I got the quotes you sent me. I'm not going to be playing the quiz because I made that drink you showed us all to make at 3 o'clock and I'm off my chunk. I'm usually a sherry girl, but I really enjoyed it. Right, let's do these quotes then. Quote number 1, love. Don't yell at me, we're only pretending to be married. Don't yell at me, we're only pretending to be married. Quote number 2. You had me at hello. Quote number 3. There's 3 ways to do things. The right way, the wrong way, the way is to do things. The right way, the wrong way, and the ways I do it. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Here's the last one. They call it Royale with cheese. They call it a Royale with cheese. Oh, I'm blinking starving now, love. I'd kill a kebab. Have fun with your quiz, love. Ta-ra! Bit of a glitch there, getting some more Scott Morgan, which I'm always happy about. But yeah, there was Nana delivering 5 film quotes for you. I think we should do a recap of the questions for you now, of the film and television round. Here we go. What is the name of Humphrey Bogart's character in Casablanca? For 1 point. Which movie was incorrectly announced as the winner of Best Picture at the 2017 Academy Awards? For 1 point. What did MASH stand for in the iPut television show? And I said earlier, but it was also a film and a book. Thank you, Ray Turner, for the information. Question 4. In which year was the first Harry Potter film released? And question 5, what royal does Helena Bonham-Carter play in the TV show The Crown? For 1 point. And finally, it was Nana's quote. So Nana delivered 5. I'm being told I'm leading Nana astray. Nana was drinking plenty before I was born. She showed me some drinks. So there was 5 quotes from Nana. And I need to hear the name of the actor who delivered them and the title of the film. So, ready for some answers? Film and television? Pens at the ready. You might, I don't know if you switch to a different color pen when you're marking. That's what I would do. If I was going to a pub quiz, I would take a red pen with me. So here we are. The answer to question 1, Humphrey Bogart's character in Casablanca, it was Rick Blaine. Rick Blaine. 1 point. Question 2. What was the film that was announced in the Academy Awards incorrectly? It was, of course, Weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Bernie's, for 1 point. Question 3. What does MASH stand for? I was convinced in my head when I was thinking, I thought that the M stood for military. It does not. It stands for Mobile Army Surgical Hospital. Mobile Army Surgical Hospital. If you got that correct, 1 point. Congratulations. Question 4 is 2001. 2001. That's Harry Potter. First film came out in 2001, 19 years ago. Harry Potter, the film Harry Potter, not the character, the film Harry Potter is old enough to drink. Not in the United States, you've got to be 21. But you can buy a gun. So buy a gun and go rob a liquor store. Question 5, do not take that advice if you're in the States. Question 5, who did Helena Bonham-Carter play? It was Princess Margaret. Princess Margaret. And finally, Nana's quotes. So there was 5 of these. You get a point for each film, a point for each actor. House Sitter, the line was delivered by Goldie Hawn. Jerry Maguire, the line was delivered by Renee Zellweger. You had me at hello. Much spoofed line. Casino was the film, and Robert De Niro delivered the line about the 3 ways to do things. Casablanca with Humphrey Bogart. I thought I gave you enough for clue at the beginning of this round. Question, and the final one was Pulp Fiction with John Travolta delivering the line about the Royale with cheese. What do they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Europe? So already people are hitting me up with scores. Here is a spread of all of the answers for you. Nana Land is the name of my new sitcom. It's not. My new sitcom is called Twinned Town. I'm going to tell you more about it as soon as the BBC will let me. But Nana Land is a great sounding sitcom I would love to make. Some people got stuffed on this round. I do apologize. Team Avocado Flip Flop, 5 out of 5. Just waiting on the quiz questions. And Driver Car, chuffed you got the mash one. Congratulations. My mom tells me that Wayne as well managed to pick up the mash one. So it's Rick Blaine, La La Land, Mobile Army Surgical Hospital, 2001, Princess Margaret, House Sitter by Goldie Hawn, Jerry Maguire, line by Renee Zellweger, Casino, line by Robert De Niro, Casablanca, line by Humphrey Bogart, and Pulp Fiction, the line was delivered by John Travolta, 10 points there. So 15 points are for grabs. How did people do? Oh no, 4 out of 15 and Nana let you down. Don't blame Nana. She's just unwinding a bit. 6.5, 11 out of 5. I mean, there's some good scores in there. 11 out of 15, that's a cracking score. Good work. 13 out of 15. The quotes were tough this time, I do apologize. 5 out of 15 for the Scouse Tapas. 9 out of 15, Stormy. 11, congratulations. Did anyone get higher than 11? I'm quite impressed. I'm being told that you're pretty sure that Samuel Jackson also says that exact phrase later in the film. I mean, true, potentially, might say Royale with cheese, but the person I'm looking for is John Travolta. He's the first person to say it in the movie. He turns to me, he's like, do you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese over in Europe? In France, he says. Iconic scene. If it was the passage from the Bible that is misquoted, then I would have been looking for Samuel Jackson in that movie, but I was not. I was looking for the answer, John Travolta. Well done. 9 seems to be a pretty good high score on that. 13 out of 15. Bethan smashed it. Congratulations. Let's see some total scores then. How did people do over the whole quiz? Aidan coming 28 out of 40. That is a high score. That is a passing grade at GCSE. Some people have had some more to drink than Nana. Good. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. It's Saturday night. And, for a lot of you, you might be going back to work. You might be, they're lifting restrictions on stuff. They're going out, they're opening things bit by bit. Some cinema chains are starting to look at opening theaters. Don't know if that's going to be around the corner. Comedy clubs does not look so likely at the moment. There's some drive-in comedy clubs that might be starting up soon. I don't know when my next live gig is going to be. I'm doing one on Friday, which is virtual through the computer screen again, but it's not the same, is it? I want to do it you know, there in the flesh, performing to an audience. I want to bounce off the crowd and mess around, you know, joke about. So you can smell the pomada coming from the stage. That's what I want to do. 33 out of 40. Well done, 33. 33, 33, 23, 28. Again, some good scores. I'm pretty impressed. 22 out of 40, 23 out of 40. Most people have done well. I do appreciate you tuning in every week and trying your hand at these mishmash of questions I've put together. Excellent. Well, look, guys, this is the end of quiz 14 coming up. This has been a bit of a wild ride. I really appreciate this. I can't thank you enough for tuning in every week, keeping me going. I'm being told Vincent Vega was talking about Holland, not France, in Pulp Fiction. It definitely was not. I don't mean to throw shade on you and your wife, but I hope that Cheesegate. I hope you make it through, the two of you, for a strong relationship, and I hope you're celebrating your golden anniversary at some point as well, much like the other couple. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. This is kept me going. This lets me know what day of the week it is, because it's a mad scramble, Michelle and I, to one, put a drink together, and secondly, to assemble a quiz, pop up the backdrop, set up a light, which looks a bit orange today, but you know, that happens. Make the slides over a couple of days, put them up for you. Thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for supporting me. Everyone has donated money for my coffee fund. Thank you so much. If anyone donates today, or if anyone wants to donate, it is all much appreciated. You can go to my coffee website. It is ko-fi.com/Comedy Lopez. There's a link in the page on Facebook and on YouTube as well. But it all makes a big difference, because my living is going out and performing in front of people, and I'm, you know, it's very much like all other self-employed people. It's I don't get any sick pay, I don't get any holiday pay. I just have to keep working in perpetuity forever, and try and, you know, assemble a group of people who want to listen to me talk, crack jokes around the country, and go and perform in comedy clubs and stuff. And that's not happening at the moment. So that is why week 14 of the pub quiz. I will be doing another one next week, and I appreciate that many other people are stuck at home as well. I hope this has brought a bit of a useful distraction for you. If you are looking for more comedy, a bit of a distraction, there's plenty of videos on my page, on my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. I don't post as many on YouTube, but there's some longer ones. If you sign up to my mailing list, I might share my hour-long special I recorded in my flat via my mailing list again for the YouTube videos. So sign up to the mailing list. You also get, I mean, the important thing about the mailing list is you get the sangria recipe. That is the priority, including my secret ingredients. You get one classic sangria, and you also get my sangria. And both of those have a secret recipe, which I disclose if you sign up to my mailing list. But yeah, thank you very much for playing. I should open a pomada bar for my flat, I'm being told. I give it a shot, why not? If you do want to donate, it's gonna pop up on the screen very shortly, and I will post it in the comments. Thank you very much for playing. Congratulations if you got a high score in the quiz. If you didn't get a high score, don't worry about it. You don't lose out on anything. It was just a bit of fun. It was a bit of a distraction. But yes, the big news was obviously the sitcom pilot as well. So I'll let everyone know very soon about that. And fingers crossed it is successful, and they give me a series that I can somehow record from my flat, pop into the studio, social distancing with my friend Leroy, and we can continue entertaining you all in some way, shape, or form. Thank you very much, folks. As I said, donations keeping me alive. I would love to continue shopping and paying my rent. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and best of luck to you if you're going to work or that kind of stuff, or if you're not. Hope that things are panning out well for you. Hope you're all staying safe, healthy, happy. Take care. Diolch yn fawr. Muchas gracias. Ciao.